Good evening, kids, parents, and the chess teachers. In the lesson number 14, we're going to talk about how to stop the pawn to become a queen. You may notice that this pawn is on the 5th rank and it wants to move to h4, h3, h2, h1 and become a queen, right? So if we would just play regular move like king c7, it's not going to help us because this king can go forward. Look, king goes forward, and then the pawn goes forward, and we may actually not be able to win this game, right? So the pawn is becoming a queen. But what we can do here is we can play this smart move, rook a5, and we are cutting off the king. So now the king cannot move forward, and it cannot support the pawn. And if the pawn goes forward, that's fine. We can move the king. And now when the pawn gets to h3, what we can do is we can play rook a3. And see the king is far away to support the pawn, and then we can get the pawn and win the game. Let's see the position number 2. Right here, we have a real game. So the white plays rook f2. Pay attention to this move. The idea of rook f2 is, like we know from Lucena positions, right? To protect the king so the king can move and then you can get the queen. Now, king takes, and pay attention to this very smart move, rook to f5. So basically, we are controlling the 5th rank. Now, we'll analyze two moves like king a6 and king c6. Let's first see king a6. Now you play here, right? You want to push the pawn, b5, and we can play king f6, and king is coming in time to support the rook, right? Let's say a move like king b4 or king a4 is simply play here, right? This move, and after here we're going to take the pawn, right? And we are winning the game. So in this case, our king could help us, right? And stop the pawn. Let's see what would happen if black plays king c6 instead of this move, king c6, right? Then again we play here b5, but you see what happens right now. The king is cut off on the 5th rank. So if you play this move, we simply play king f7, and we already know the strategy. We just play the rook f3, we stop the pawn, and we go from behind the pawn, and we take that, and we win the pawn, right? So we saw one really beautiful strategy here, where we play rook f2, and see, you have to know the moves like this one, rook f5. That's not easy to play, right, if you don't see the positions like this. Okay, let's see the last one, and you will see here in this position the black can make a draw. Now the black wants to go this way, right? The king is a little bit too far away. So let's say rook g5 to cut off the king, but we play king f5. Now here, very important move, king b4 is what's giving a draw, not king a4. King a4 is going to lose, right? But why king b4, right? We would probably ask, hey, what are you doing, right? You're moving your king in front of the pawn. But this is called just shoulder charging that you probably know from pawn endgame courses, right? And here black plays king c4, and with this move, you don't allow the white king to get closer to the pawn. And then you play b4. You see now you can't make a draw. You play king, this move king c3, right? And now it's a draw, right? See, because you can play king c2. The white king cannot get closer to the pawn, so that's called shoulder charging, right? Now let's analyze the position if we play king a4 in this position instead of king b4, king a4. Then in that case, the king probably could go like quickly here, right? Let's see, right? We're here, and when you push the pawn, the rook can checkmate, right? Or if you don't push the pawn, I don't know, there are no other moves, right? Because you can check and take. See, just one little difference in the position. Like here, watch this. If you play king a4, you lose the game. And how many people would play king a4? Many, right? But king b4, like the strategy of shoulder charging, not allowing the white king to come and support the rook, and then you push pawn forward and win the game. Please play this position with a computer or set it up on the chessboard with your chess teachers in the after school program. Take a chess clock and play this. Try to learn those positions, because later on we're gonna study more complicated games. So this is the basics and you have to know it. Okay, I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.